Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm finally going to do another makeup video today. I have been getting requests to film one, and I realized that I literally filmed my last makeup video, I think in October, because that was when I went to the Drake concert. So it's been a long time since I filmed one. For some reason I feel like October was like a month ago, but it definitely was not. But I'm excited to film one today. I'm gonna do like my everyday makeup, but if you have watched my videos before, I guess you'd know that I literally only really wear makeup when I film mukbangs. So I'm just gonna do the makeup that I would do if I was going to film a mukbang. So it's definitely gonna be more dramatic than most people's everyday makeup, but what are you gonna do? So I have just taken a shower, which is why my hair is wet, and I'm not going anywhere after this. I'm literally just filming my makeup, and then I'm gonna take it off right after, but I like getting ready, so I'm excited to film this anyways. Oh, and one more thing, this video is definitely gonna be kind of long, I think. Obviously I haven't filmed it yet, so I don't know how long it's gonna be, but I'm gonna try to explain like all the steps of the makeup tutorial just because it has been so long since I filmed one, and I also hate when I'm watching a makeup tutorial and they just like start doing the brow and then all of a sudden they cut and it's like done, and I'm like, I have the same product as you, but my brows never turn out like that. So I'm going to start out with my Nivea Men Post Shave Balm, which is my favorite primer, and I've gotten some comments from people saying that it's like horrible for your skin. Which it could be. I mean, I've never had a problem with it, but if you know of any good primers, please let me know, because this is just like the only reason why I use this one is because it's the only one that I found that will like keep my foundation in place. So if you know of any better ones, please let me know. And I just rub in the primer until it gets kind of like sticky like that. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's kind of sticky. I'm really new to color correcting, and I got a sample from YSL. I don't want to try to pronounce that. I don't know how to pronounce YSL, but I got a sample from them of color correctors, and I really liked the way that it looked on my, because I never really, like, I feel like I kind of have dark circles, I don't know if you can tell, and I never realized that they were kind of showing through when I put concealer on, but after I used the color corrector, I realized that they actually were, because it made a huge difference. And so I didn't buy the YSL one because it's expensive. So I just bought this naked one, which I haven't really tried yet, so hopefully I like it just as much, but if not, I'll just have to buy the YSL one. Oops, I don't think that's right. I think the peach is supposed to be for dark spots. So just gonna do that under my eyes, and then I'm going to use the green, I guess, for red. I have a pimple here, my nose is kind of red, so I'm gonna look crazy for a second, but I'm actually gonna zoom you guys in a little bit. Okay, there we go. I think that's too far actually. Now I'm just gonna blend it in. I got these sponges. These are not beauty blenders. I got these like sponges off Amazon, and I like them literally just as much as regular beauty blenders, and I think they were like $5 for a pack of 5, so I'll link them if I can find them. And I also don't know if you're technically supposed to do it under your foundation. I just figured that's what you're supposed to do, but I don't know. I didn't look it up. Okay, so now I'm gonna put on my actual foundation, and I've been using the Bobbi Brown stick foundation. I use shade Cool Beige, and I actually like this the same coverage wise as my Maybelline foundation that I always use in all my other videos, but this is just way easier to put on because it's just like a stick. So I just am literally justifying spending more money on it for that reason. So then I just blend it in. Okay, so now I have the foundation all blended in, and you can just kind of add, like, it's really buildable, this foundation, so I just always go lighter in the beginning, and then I'll just add it over areas that I feel like I need more of it, because that's what I like about it, because I couldn't really do that with the Maybelline, so Next, I'm going to apply my concealer, and I always use the Tarte Shape Tape in shade Light. I use light medium sometimes, but it's winter, so I'm a little bit more pale than I would normally be. I always blend out my concealer first with my fingers because I feel like, I think I've said this before, but I feel like when I blend it with my beauty blender first, the beauty blender takes away too much product. So I like to kind of spread it out first and then blend it later. I'm kind of glad I'm not going anywhere after because I feel like for some reason when I film makeup videos, my makeup always turns out, I'm not saying it's turning out bad right now. I mean, I'm literally just beginning, so I can't tell, but I feel like it always turns out way worse when I try to film it than when I actually do it and I'm like just doing it myself. I don't know if it's because I get closer to the mirror, but. So next I set my concealer and I use the Coty Airspun powder. I've used this I think in all my other videos, and I just take another beauty blender and kind of just pat it under my eyes and wherever else I put the concealer. And then I also put it on my smile lines because I crease the most there. So then I set the rest of my face where I put my foundation, and I take a big fluffy brush. I just bought these actually. This is from Real Techniques. It's the powder brush, so it's just like this big fluffy brush. And then I take the Candle Glow Sheer Perfecting Powder by Laura Mercier, and I just pat it on all the areas that I haven't powdered yet. So before I do anything else, I'm gonna try to conceal this pimple right here. And I know it's kind of like a faux pas to conceal post powder, but I don't know. I just feel like it always works better for me when I conceal over my powder as long as I blend it in well enough. So don't like look at this disgusting concealer thingy, but I like this color because it's less light than the Tarte one. It's just the light color Maybelline. I think it's Maybelline. The thing's worn off. But I take my concealer brush. It is by Amazing Cosmetics, and I just put a little bit on my hand here. I don't know if it's gonna show or not, but then I'll just kind of really lightly, I take my finger to dab out the rest, and then I'll just kind of like keep applying layers until I feel like it's covered enough. I'm still gonna put blush on it and stuff, but I also don't want to do this after blush because I mean this color doesn't match pink, so. And then I'm still gonna powder it because I'm gonna put powder on after too, so I don't want the blush to stick to it, just to make sure it's set. So I feel like that's a little bit better. I don't know, maybe not. But, so then next I'm going to contour / bronze, and I use this, what is it? BS Mall, what? I don't know the name of this brush. It's just like a packed powder brush maybe, but I like it best for contouring because I feel like I can get a good angle. So I take the medium Stila bronzer, and I literally use it all the time, you can see. And I just pat it in the thingy. And then I just kind of carve out where I want my contour to be. I don't ever go super low, I like it a little bit higher. And then I'll just blend it up into my hairline kind of. And then I also just take it up into my hairline, just at the top. I saw my sister doing this the other day. I don't know. I'm just kind of, I've never done this before, but I saw her doing it, so I'm doing it. I don't know if that helped or not, but I do have a white scalp, and I've always hated how, I like how it looks when I contour the top of my forehead, but I hate how my scalp doesn't blend in with it, so. I don't know, I don't want to like powder my hair too much, but. And then I also take it along my jawline and on my ears because I want my ears to match as well. A little bit down my neck. So next I'm going to highlight before I put blush on, just because I feel like when I put highlight on after blush, it's kind of just in like a strip on my face, and I like it to be more kind of blended in. So I do highlight first and then blush, and I'm using the Ofra Rodeo Drive highlighter, and I'm just gonna take this Mirabella eye blender. I honestly don't know where I got most of these brushes. I feel like this one's new, but I don't remember where I got it. I buy a lot of stuff on Amazon, honestly, so it's probably from there. I also take it like up here, just kind of like blend it all in. And then I also put it on my forehead as well, and down my nose. And then lately what I've been doing, I saw this makeup artist do it, I forget who it was, but I'll take my highlight right to this point right here, and then I won't put it like right in the space between my fingers, but then I'll put some on the tip of my nose. And apparently, because it's a highlight, so it's supposed to like create the illusion that it's like hitting the light and makes your nose look smaller. So I don't really know if it works or not, but that's what I've been doing. And then last but not least, I'm going to put on some blush, and I use the same Sonia Kashuk brush that I literally stole from my mom in high school, maybe middle school, and I still use this brush to this day. And I think you can get these, like, look at the, I don't know, I'm manually focused right now, so I can't autofocus it, but can you see like the absolute hell it's been through? I think you can buy Sonia Kashuk brushes at Target. I don't know where my mom got it, and I don't know if she would remember, so I'm going to use the NARS Orgasm blush. I kind of go back and forth with different blushes, and honestly I feel like they all kind of give me the same effect, so I just pat it on really lightly. And then to kind of blend everything back out, I'll take the big powder brush again and just like brush away any harsh lines. And then last thing for now with my face, I'm still not done yet because I have to do like setting spray and stuff, but I like to cut my contour with the same, this is this Coty Airspun translucent powder, and I just use a beauty blender and like cut it where I feel like it should end, just to make sure that it's not like running down my cheeks. Okay, and then next, this is another new brow product for me. It's actually the Glossier, I don't really know how to pronounce it, but Sarah showed me this product. She used this on her brows, and I love it so much more than, I had the Anastasia brow gel before, but I like this stuff so much better than the Anastasia stuff. I feel like it just actually, because I feel like the Anastasia, it like coated my brows, but it didn't make them stick in a certain way really. They kind of would just fall back down to where they normally were. But I feel like this really makes them stick. And I was always really skeptical of Glossier products because I was like, it's just another like YouTube brand, you know? I was like, I don't want to buy into that, but I actually really do like it. So I actually do this step first, which is backwards kind of for me, but I like to brush up my brows and kind of get them in the shape that I want them to be. Because I don't know, I feel like my brows, the way they look before they're drawn and the way they look after is like totally different. You know how there's those lucky girls who have really thick, nice brows and it's like a perfect shape, and it probably takes them like 2 seconds to do them because they already have the perfect outline there? Well, that's not me. My brows are all willy-nilly, so I kind of just like to brush them in the right direction. And then it makes them darker too, so it's easier to tell like what parts I really need to fill in and then what parts I don't. Okay, so that's what they look like when they're all brushed up, and then now I actually go to fill them in. And I still use the same Anastasia pencil that I used to use, I just use it in a different color now. So I use chocolate instead. I think I had espresso before, and chocolate's just like a little bit lighter. My sister has kind of gotten me into like a more natural brow look. Like not really natural because you're like, my brows definitely don't look natural at the end, but she's more into like a more like bushy natural brow, and I like how it looks. So I got like a lighter brow product and I'm trying to like go a little bit more natural with them, but it doesn't ever like fully work. Like I'm like, okay, like literally the other day I was like, okay, you're going to get ready and you're not going to put fake eyelashes on. I was just kind of more like challenging myself to see if I could do it, which I failed. And I was like, you're not gonna put fake eyelashes on, you're not gonna have like dark brows, And then my brows are like slightly lighter, and I also caved and put on fake eyelashes after I was done getting ready. So that's how that went. So I kind of just like draw in the basic shape that I want them to be. I kind of go back and forth, like I'll draw in a little bit and then I'll use the spoolie to blend it a little bit, and then I'll go back and I'll draw it in a little bit until I just feel like it's good enough, because I still go back in and I still conceal it to kind of perfect the edges, but I don't want it to be patchy or anything, so. Okay, I'm actually gonna finish this entire brow on camera, I think, even though usually I would like do the other one now. But I'm just going to finish the concealing part so then I can just like draw in the other one off camera. So I take the same janky concealer that I showed you before, but I'm not gonna show you again. And I put it on my hand again, like so, like that, just like a little dab of it. And I take the same concealer brush and I just draw just to clean up the edges. I don't know, I feel like that makes a huge difference. Like I can't imagine going out and not concealing my brows because I would just feel like naked. And so I even go up here, which can easily look horrible. Like I've seen people do it and like not blend out the top and it's really obvious, but I don't think that's obvious. I don't know, I don't think so. The only place that I don't conceal is under here, just because I like it to look more natural there. I don't know why, I just do. So I don't conceal there. I usually actually just like brush it a little bit with my finger so that it's not like a harsh line. And then I go back in with the glossier boy brow and I just brush my brow hairs back into shape. So that's how that brow looks. Once again, like not natural, but it actually does look more natural, at least in person compared to my other brows. So I'm just gonna finish my other brow off camera really fast, and when I come back, I'm going to do the rest of my makeup. Okay, so now that my brows are all done, I am going to finally brush off my powder that has been baking, and I use the Luxie 522 tapered highlighter brush, just because I feel like if I would use this brush, like this brush would be fine for my contour, but it's hard to get like under my eye, so. Then I just put on some setting spray, and I use this Scandinavia Bridal Makeup Finishing Spray. Oops. So this is how my face makeup looks. So far, I think I do like the Naked concealer thingies, color correctors. Not as much as the YSL ones though. So I think next time I will splurge on the YSL ones, but I mean, I'm not like upset about these. So next I'm gonna do eyes, and I'm just gonna do a more basic eyeshadow look, because whenever I do something different, I literally just kind of wing it, and so that wouldn't really count as like an everyday makeup look. So I'm just gonna do my go-to simple makeup look that I know is like my favorite, that I know I think will look good. So I just prime my eyelids with the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer, and then I'm gonna use my Studio Pro BH Cosmetics Ultimate Neutrals palette. This one, it is broken, so I mean it was really cheap, but the shadows are good. The packaging is just like not good, but it has like a whole bunch of different shadows. So first thing I'm gonna do is just take this color right here, and I'm just gonna use my finger and put it on my eyelid. So once you have it all on your eyelids like that, then I'm going to take a packing brush, and this is BH Cosmetics V6, and it's just like a, I don't know if you can see that, it's just like a really thick brush, and I'm just gonna take this darker color right here and mix it with this brown color, like really lightly on the brown. I don't want it to be like too dark. I'm just gonna go, and I'm just gonna pack it in my crease, pretty much all around. So then once I have those two colors packed on my lids, then I'm going to take a more fluffy powder brush. This is also from BH Cosmetics, I think. Yeah, it's the V5 brush. And I'm gonna take the first shade again, and I'm going to use that to kind of blend this out. And then I feel like the initial color that I put on always like disappears after I blend, so I just go back in with the first color and put it back on my lid again, just to make sure that it's not like all one color. I don't know, I feel like my makeup always looks orange on camera. I swear to God, it's not orange. It's more of like a warm brown. Like it's definitely kind of orangey, but it doesn't look like orange. Just trust me. And then for the top of my brow, I always just pick like a random shimmery shade. I don't even know if you'll be able to see that, but I just pick like a light white shimmery shade and kind of just like pop it on my brow bone. And then I'll take the same blender and kind of make sure they're blended together. And then for the bottom lower lash line, I'm going to take the same packing brush and then take the first color that I used, that I've used like 3 different times now, and just like pat it under my eye. Just keeping it like, I don't go this far, I just kind of take it from the center to the side, just to make sure that it's all connected. And then I'm just gonna deepen it up with the color that I haven't used yet. I'm gonna take this red-ish color and take this Be Small brush by, I don't know, it's just called Be Small, but it looks like, it's like a little tip. I don't know if you can see that. And I'm gonna take that red color and just like pop it under my eye. Because I don't really like my eyes to have a really dark, like black or brown liner on the bottom, but I do like when they kind of have some more color. First brush that I use, and I'll kind of just blend that in. So next I'm going to do eyeliner, and the way that I do my eyeliner is I use eyeshadow. So I always use like a darker black or brown or just like a dark color, and I take a angled brush like this. This is the Be Small brush. What the heck? I'm so confused. Okay, so I don't know where I got these brushes from, but they're BS Small brushes, I don't know. So I just take the angled brush, and for this palette, I always use this dark color right here. And first I start by lining, I don't do like the wing yet, I start by lining my lash line with it. Ooh, this is gonna be kind of hard to do from far away. I just make sure that I'm like right on the lash line. And it doesn't have to be perfect, because that's what I like about eyeshadow, is it's not like a harsh line like liquid liner is, and so you don't have to make it as perfect. And you can even if it gets like too much, you can always just blend it out into the rest of your eyeshadow. And then for my eye shape, I feel like because my eyes go like this, like in like a half moon almost, that I like to kind of counteract that by drawing a thicker line over here that will reach to about like right there, and then from there on it's like way thinner over here. But I like to kind of create the illusion that my eyes are like cat-like instead of round. So I'm gonna do the same thing that I did with my eyebrows. So I'm just gonna finish one side first, and then I'll just do the other one off camera. So as you can see, it's like, it stops right there. So I haven't done the wing yet. And then it's just a little bit of a thicker line out here. Not perfect or anything. So to do the wing of my eyeliner, I take the same brush and I just use like a flat edge thingy. This is just literally from packaging of a Chanel sample that I had, Chanel foundation. Any like flat edge will work. And I'll just kind of figure out what angle I want it to be at. I like it to be a little bit less pointy. I kind of like it more straight out. So I'll just place it and then draw the wing. So then to make the eyeliner line even more perfect, because it's never like a one shot you're finished, I feel like I always have to clean it up a little bit, just because it's hard to tell, like when you line this up, it's hard to tell exactly how you want it to look. So I just clean it up exactly how I clean it my eyebrows with the exact same brush. And then to try to make it not like super obvious, I go back with that powder brush and like blend it back over. So I'm just gonna do my other eyeliner off camera, and then when I come back, I'm going to put on my fake eyelashes. So now I have both sides of my eyeliner done, and I realized that I forgot a part of my eyeshadow. So I always take a more gold color, like I'll probably use this one right here or maybe that one. And I just use my finger, and the part that I didn't have any like of that red brownish color on, I'll just cover under my eye just to kind of like brighten it up, I guess. And then I'll take like a little bit of a lighter gold and pop it in my inner corner like that. I just kind of do that. I feel like it just brightens up my eyes a little bit instead of just having it be like all matte. I like a little bit of shimmer too. So next or last, I guess for my eyes, is my fake eyelashes. And I get a lot of questions about the lashes I use, and I use the Kiss 11 lashes, so I don't want it to fall out, but oh, yeah, okay. Oh, another one, okay. It just like looks like that. I get them off Amazon. I'll link them because I got a comment the other day that someone was having trouble finding them, so I'll link them in the description. But yeah, I get them off Amazon, and I think it's like $10 maybe for the whole pack, and I reuse each lash like 5 or 6 times, so it ends up being really cheap altogether. And so I just use, what lash glue is this? It's Secure Hold by Head Covers. I just put it on the strip. If you know how to put fake eyelashes on, you don't have to watch this part, because I'm assuming a lot of people do know, but then maybe some people don't, I don't know. Okay, so I'll let that dry because you want your eyelash glue to be somewhat dry so it's sticky, so it sticks on easier. And so in the meantime, while it's drying, I curl my eyelashes and put mascara on them. And I always use waterproof mascara as well when I put mascara on my lashes, because otherwise they just droop down and they won't hold a curl. So I'm gonna use the Voluminous Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. I just like the wand on this because it's really nice and thick. So I'll just coat my upper lashes. I don't really do my bottom yet. And I just do enough to make sure that my lashes are gonna stay up. I think that the eyelashes should be done drying, so I'm just going to take some tweezers and I grab them right in the middle, like right here. You can see that. And I'll just place it. So I place it more towards the edge of my eye because I like more of like a cat eye look. So yeah, that's what it looks like when I have both lashes on. I haven't connected them or anything yet. They're just like laying on the top of my eyes. But first, before, I'm just gonna like let them fully dry, and I'm going to take, so I recently got this sample. I'm like obsessed with samples, like, as I don't know if you guys can tell, I think I've mentioned them like 5 times in this video, but anyways. So I like this wand for like upper lashes because it's big, but it's kind of hard for lower lashes. So I got this sample, it's from Clinique Fit, and it's 24-hour mascara. I don't know if it's waterproof or not, but I'm assuming because it's Clinique Fit, it probably is, because that would mean like sweating. But I like it because it's like a thinner wand. It's like perfect for lower lashes. So now I have my lower lashes done, and I think that my lashes should be dried. So the way that I connect them, I already have mascara technically on my fake lashes because I've reused them, so they already had mascara on them, so I don't need to put a bunch on, but I like to make sure that they're super blended with my regular lashes. So I'll just kind of take the tip of the mascara wand and just brush the middle of my lashes, and then I'll take the same tweezers that I had and pinch this end together, and then I'll pinch that side together too. And I feel like it just makes it look like my real eyelashes. I don't know, I feel like you really can't tell most of the time that I'm wearing falsies, besides the fact that they look like really extravagant. So that is what my lashes look like when they're all on. Sometimes I'll like add some eyeliner here and there depending on if I feel like there's any, because I don't like when there's any like white patches or anything. But I think I'm all done with my lashes for now. So next I'm gonna do is my white eyeliner, which I don't know the last time that I've done a makeup look without white eyeliner. I feel like it just changes my eyes, it just opens them up. So I use the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil and I use the color Milk. So I literally just line the bottom of my lashes, and then it always gets on my lashes a little bit, so I'll just go back over it with the same Clinique mascara just to make sure that there's no whiteness where I don't want it. So I think that is gonna be the final like finished look of my eyes. It still looks like crazily orange on camera, but we're just gonna ignore that. Last but not least is lips, which is my favorite part of my makeup because I feel like it just brings everything together, because right now it just looks weird, like I don't have anything on my lips. So I'm gonna take my MAC lip pencil in the color Soar, and the first thing, I actually always make sure I wipe off any foundation because it makes it hard to tell where I'm supposed to be lining. I don't really overline my lips that much anymore. Like I kind of do towards the edge, but I used to overline them a lot more. Okay, if you've watched my makeup tutorials before, you know that my lips are a process. So this is like the first layer. So I'm gonna mix two colors, I think, because I really like Kat Von D for like lining my lipstick and making like the lines look perfect because the brush is so precise, but I like obviously different colors besides the colors Kat Von D has. So I'm just gonna line. This is Lolita by Kat Von D. Okay, so now I have Lolita by Kat Von D and Soar by MAC on my lips, and then I really like this color Lazy Daisy by Dose of Colors. So this is gonna be like the kind of color on my lips, I guess you could say. I'm gonna go for all of it. And then I'm going to clean up my lipstick a little bit. So the same concept as with my eyebrows and my eyeliner. I literally use the same method, same brush, and I'll just, oh shit, that was a lot. I feel like this side looks a lot cleaner than that side. Okay, so that's how my lips look with liquid lipstick on, just liquid lipstick, but I always like to add gloss because my lips, I don't know how people can like go all day with just liquid lipstick on or like just matte lipstick, because I go insane. Like I feel like I'm trying not to talk to like not crack my lipstick. So I always add a gloss. I like this one. It is Sand by Sephora. So it's just like this shimmery kind of nudish color. So I'm just gonna put it on my finger so that I don't like contaminate the lip gloss color. Okay, so this is my finished makeup look. It kind of looks the same as it always does, but that's because I just pretty much do my makeup the same almost every time. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see better. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will just see you in my next video.